Hello, radio listener. This is Sekou Radio. Southwest Florida, some people call it Gulf Coast. Today we have a great guest. Today we're talking about real estate. Real estate in Florida is tremendous. Everyone wants to own a house in Florida, buy in Florida, or build in Florida. And the best expert and agent for that today is our guest, MARCIA Frost. Marcia worked for a Cornwall banker, and as an agent who's an expert in this local area, Marcia brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise about buying and selling real estate here. She has been in love with the Florida Gulf Coast area since her family moved here from Chicago when she was only 5 years old. After earning a bachelor degree in business management from the University of South Florida, she has acquired 30 years of marketing experience in real estate, banking, and insurances. This professional background gave her the ability to guide her client throughout the entire process of buying or selling a home or building. Marcia, welcome to Sekou Radio.
Thank you, Sekou. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you are bringing a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure many people will be able to use this interview to better the experience of buying or selling a building.
I hope so.
What is the state of real estate in 2020 with COVID-19? Can you school us on that, please?
Absolutely, Sekou. I mean, there's been nothing normal about 2020, and this is one of the biggest surprises, that it has created a boom in the real estate market. The COVID has created a boom. And I think what's happened is 2020 is getting people thinking it's time for a change. Some people want more space. They're home. Their kids are home. They're really realizing they need more square footage in the home. Another thing is a home office is a must, with more people working from home, themselves, their spouses, their roommates. Yeah. They want a home office. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting how. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, this has all created a boom, and it has created a shortage of inventory in our area in the Southwest Florida. There are more buyers looking for homes than there are homes for sale.
Wow. Which is good for you.
It is good for me, absolutely. It's good for my sellers.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fair to say that pandemic sometimes bring good business?
It is. It's fair to say. And there are a lot of other things going on right now besides the pandemic that have contributed to the boom in the real estate market, especially in Southwest Florida. What we're finding is that some people want to get out of the crowded cities and get to suburban areas, or have a bigger yard, or have more space around them. So we're getting people from New York, LA and Chicago.
Wow. It's interesting
And
you
another,
said that. It's interesting you said that. I was reading about downtown Sarasota. A lot of businesses now find out that they were paying a lot for their rental. It's better for them to have the employees stay home and then come in one or twice to the office, which is less expensive, you know.
Yes, yes. So it's getting people thinking about their homes and what they want to do with their home. Are they happy in their home?
Yeah, that come to tell us home is a good office, you know.
Right, right. Another.
Now, Marcia. Yeah.
I was just going to say the interest rates also have contributed to the buying because renters.
Is low, right?
The interest rates are at an all-time low, under 3% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. And what renters are finding is that they can purchase a home for less money than the rent.
Rent, yeah. Wow, interesting schooling. Now, Marcia, since we have you, we have so much to discuss today. And Florida is a prime market for real estate. Now, let's break this into three parts. The first part will be focusing on buying. The second part will be focus on selling. And the third, building. Let's start with buying. The 8th state to buying a home in Southwest Florida. What would be the first step? Need and want. What do you can you elaborate on need and want?
Yes, absolutely. So that all is about lifestyle. What is your lifestyle? You're buying a new home, starting a new chapter in your life. How do you see your life? Do you have children in school? Do you want to be near the good school district? Or are you retiring and looking to play golf and tennis? Or maybe a little bit of everything. So you want to or go to the beach or waterfront. What is your favorite thing to do? So that's the first thing I ask people. What do you like to do and what's important to you in life? And then we find a home that will help them achieve their goals. So we start there with needs and wants.
Needs and wants.
So
now,
and
we move into number 2. You mentioned that it being a pre-qualify.
Pre-qualify. If they're financing, pre-qualify. Or, down here in Southwest Florida, we have a lot of people paying cash that are fortunate enough to pay cash for a home. So we want to determine a price range they're comfortable with. And we do that by either how much cash do you have, or if you're financing, get a pre-qualification. So speak to a mortgage broker before you go shopping.
Right.
Because you want to make sure you're looking for a home in the right price range. And what we're finding with the interest rates being low, that buyers can afford a bigger house than they thought they could.
Interesting.
So you need that pre-qualification letter, especially in this market.
And where do you get that pre-qualification letter?
You get that pre-qualification letter from a mortgage broker, and I work with several excellent mortgage brokers in the area. And you have to gather your tax returns, your, pay stubs, bank accounts, give them all your financial information, and they will determine, what your price range is. You go from there, and you need that to buy because it's so competitive with buyers that if you don't have a pre-qualification letter, the seller won't even consider your offer. Your offer will be passed over, and the next buyer who has that pre-qualification will get the house.
Right. Now, I'm pretending I don't know anything about a broker. Can you
Mm-hmm.
give us a brief definition of a broker here in Florida?
Of a mortgage broker? Sure. So,
Yeah, mortgage broker.
mortgage
Yeah.
broker, a lender. Mm-hmm. There are lenders at the banks. Several of the banks have a mortgage department. You can get a pre-qualification letter from your bank, or you can go to a private mortgage broker. And sometimes they deal with different mortgage companies, and
Right.
they can shop around for the best rate for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say connect with a good realtor when you're looking to buy, and the good realtors know who the good mortgage brokers are.
Okay. They will guide you. Yes.
They will guide you. Mm-hmm. We know the ones who return the phone call. The ones who get us to the closing table and get the best rate
Right.
for our customer. Those are the ones we like.
So you know the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know the good guys. So next,
We know the good guys.
Let's move on to the third part, where home search. How you
Mm-hmm.
go about that?
Right. So once we determine the neighborhood, the amenities, you get your pre-qualification letter, and then we look in the neighborhoods in the price range, and that's the home search. And I use the multiple listing service to set up automatic alerts when a home hits the market. It alerts the buyer immediately, and we get over there, and we want to be the first ones over there to see it. Another way I conduct the home search is by local realtors in the area, realtors in my office, realtors I've built a network with, asking them if they have anything new coming on in, let's say, Lakewood Ranch Country Club, between 500 and 600,000 with a pool. Do you have this? And a lot of times I find out from someone in my office, which is nice. So we conduct all sorts of ways to search for homes.
Right. Okay. Now,
and then
next.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, then you narrow them down and look at it. That's the fun part. That's the shopping part. Searching for a home.
So you help the client shop? Do you give them when you with the client like that, you're shopping? Some of them never had a home before. What do you tell them? Is it a routine, or what do you exactly? Can you tell us what do you tell them, or what do you give them as info?
Oh, absolutely. Well, Florida is different than other states. It depends on if they've never owned a home in Florida, then it's all foreign to them. They want to look at the flood zone. They want to make sure, if the home needs flood insurance, how much is it? Or frame home versus concrete block. Concrete block home in Florida is typically preferred. And then we have the hurricane, so we want to look at hurricane safety features in a home. How old is the roof? Does it have the straps tying down the roof? Do you have impact glass windows or hurricane shutters? So we look for all of those things.
Right. Great, Marcia. You're doing so good. Next one is we finished for the home search. Make an offer.
Make an offer, right? So when they find the home they love that meets their criteria, then we make an offer. So the first thing I do is pull up the comparable sales, and I do my version of an appraisal, a quick market analysis, and tell them, is this home priced correctly? If a home is in good condition and priced correctly, we're finding that they're selling for 97 to 105% of the list price. So a full price offer is not unusual these days.